Hi there, Tad Hargrave from Marketing for Hippies. Today's video is answer to a question from dear Ana Paula, who is the voice of slow marketing in Brazil, and I'd say one of the leading voices for slow marketing in the world. I mean, the leading one I know of. Okay, so she says, why do people still rely on aggressive marketing? And I think one of the reasons is because they don't trust themselves enough to put out their own point of view. So they think they need a formula to market themselves. So yeah, how will they trust in others to decide if they're not able to trust in what they think and their own about their own work that's worth sharing? It's just a thought I wanted to share. You should do more videos like this. Thanks again. Stay safe, stay home, Anna. Okay. Yeah, so here's this. So why do people rely on aggressive marketing? Right? She says because they don't trust themselves enough to put out their own point of view, so they think they need a formula to market themselves. How will they trust others to decide if they're not able to trust that what they think about their own work is worth sharing? Yeah. Well, I mean, Anna kind of answers it there. It's a fairly brilliant sense. Okay, so let's take a step back. Byron Katie says that there are two fears that we have as human beings, and we all share these same fears. First fear is we won't get what we want, and the second one is we'll lose what we have. So to translate that into my work, so much of the way that marketing goes wrong is this, there's this agenda to get the sale. Yeah, and people are scared they're not going to get the sale, and that's where the control comes from. So as long as you have this fear that you're not going to get what you want, which in this case is the sale, you're in deep, deep, deep trouble. So the agenda to get the sale is what prompts the manipulation. Because then instead of, I did other videos on this, but instead of saying, hey, I trust you, marketing becomes trust me. Yeah. Trust me. To do what? To get you the result. Just sign up already. Sign the paper. Buy from me. But just trust me. It'll be good. Versus, look, I trust you. I really do. Here's my point of view. Here's how I see it. Sign up or not. I trust that you'll make a good decision for yourself. But if you don't have a clear point of view, as Ana Paula is pointing out, if you don't have that, what are you left with? Not much. So in marketing, there's a guy, Jeff Davies is his name. He has three things. This idea of problem, premise, promise. Yeah? Problem, premise, promise. So the problem, this is the issue they have, they're coming to you with. The premise, that's your point of view. Promise, here's the offer, here's the pitch. So if you don't have a point of view, that means you don't have that middle level. You don't have the premise. So that's gone. So what does that leave us with? Problem, promise. See what I'm saying? That's what most marketing becomes. That's aggressive marketing. Hey, you have this problem? Well, here's my promise. Sign up now. Special deal. Use of a kind of false scarcity, pressure tactics. And why? Because there's no premise. There's nothing for people to even, well, how are they going to make a decision to work with you or not if there's no premise behind your work? If they don't understand how you approach your work, why you approach it that way, the process you use, the principles it's based on, your kind of overall sense of the territory, how on earth are they going to make a decision? Well, they can't. There's no information. And so they're probably going to be on the fence. They're going to have this sort of neutral, well, I don't know, hard to tell because I don't know enough. And then if your agenda is to get the sale and they're on the fence, you see how this goes. Your whole thing is, it's not going to be to get them off the fence. It's going to be to pull them off the fence towards yourself, towards yes, to buying from you. And thus it's aggressive marketing. Yeah, and a lot of people haven't really thought about this point of view stuff much, not enough in my mind. They haven't thought about the point of view, and so they don't have something they trust. They don't, if you were to sit them down and say, well, what's your take on this? They'd go all over the place. There might actually be a lot of clarity, but they haven't actually, put it together into something. And so they can't do that. They can't stand up in front of a room of people and say, okay, you're all here because you have this problem. That's the problem. I do have an offer. I'll make it at the end. That'll be my promise, But I don't want to spend much time on either of those. I assume you're here. You got the problem. Great. The pitch, that'll take about 30 seconds for me to go over, maybe 60. But most of the time, I just want to talk about my premise. And if that makes sense to you, and if you like it, and you like me, I'll tell you at the end how to get more, but that's basically it. I've known some people In marketing, they did their thing and they said, look, if this is all of interest to you and you'd like to work with me or learn more about this, I'll just be standing over there. Come talk to me. Which is I think you could be a little more direct, but the people who are interested will come. Interested in what though? Your promise? Well, sort of. But why are they interested in the promise? Because they like the premise. They like the point of view. The absence of the premise, combined with the agenda to get the sale, combined with people's difficulty in saying no, which most of our potential clients have. Who wants to say no to anyone? You put all those things together and you get a setup for aggressive marketing. So that's my take on why people still do this. I think it just also seems more guaranteed. If you do the aggressive marketing, the point of view, you really are saying, hey, I trust you. And yes is as good as a no. It's great. You buy, you don't buy, it's okay. Which means some people won't buy. Now, of course, the truth is, even if you've practiced all the manipulative tactics and you're the best at them all, the false advertising here is that if you do those tactics perfectly, 100% of people will say yes, which is insane. That's not true. So no matter if you use the manipulative tactics and aggressive tactics, 100% of people will not say yes. And if you do the point of view thing, 100% of people won't say yes. So in the short term, it seems like, well, I don't know, maybe there's a marginal, I have more control if I do the aggressive thing. So I'll go with that because that at least has me feel more in control. But do you want to control the world, or do you want to have a thriving business that ultimately long-term grows from word of mouth? That's how marketing works, is word of mouth. And if you aggressively market, you will undercut your own reputation, and nobody's going to want to work with you anymore. Nobody's going to send clients to you. So in the long game, even if in the short term, the aggressive marketing, quote unquote, works better, it doesn't work better in the long term. And we all know it. We all have businesses we don't go to because we got sold too hard. So we just avoid them now. Anyways, that's a long rambling answer to that question. Ana Paula, I hope you're doing well in Brazil. And if you like this video, please share it. You can check me out at marketingforhippies.com. You can subscribe to me on YouTube, the little red button and the little bell icon. I'm on Facebook, various social media, so feel free to check me out wherever you like, or not. I trust you. See ya.